tell me and the listeners about Mr. Lee, because recently passed.
Correct.
And just everything that's going on, and how much of an impact he's had not only on you, your wife, but the whole culture and just everything in general, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mr. Lee, I would call him the Donald Trump of Vietnam.
Okay.
Because he make his million when he was in his early 20.
Wow.
He's just a willing dealing businessman. And when he left Vietnam, I'm trying to think how old he was, about in his mid-30s when he left. He left 6 different businesses.
Yeah.
He owned a food truck line company. He was the developers. He owned a housing. He truck line canned food company. He owned a lumber yard company. Back in 1975, the U.S. government Defense Department owed him $800,000.
Jeez.
Because he did some work for the U.S. government, the Army, the Defense Department, and then when he left Vietnam, he left with nothing too. I mean, he just got on the boat with his family and he set out sea and then he that's how he was a real boat people and came to the United States and worked in a railroad company. Start out. And then he would go eat at this breakfast place called Jimmy's Egg for many years because that's his route to work.
Yeah.
And then one day he find out the owner of that place, and his name Jimmy Newman, want to sell this restaurant. And of course he lost his thumb, his right thumb, at work at Santa Fe, so it's hard work. Yeah. So he decided, let me buy this place. He don't know anything about restaurant, but he just know about business.
But he's a businessman. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He wanted to buy this restaurant, and so he did. He bought the restaurant for $50,000, and Jimmy Newman's supposed to stay on for 6 months to help him, teach him how to run the business, how to cook, and within less than a month, Jimmy Newman took off with the money.
I'm done.
He took off. So guess what? My father-in-law just had to jump in and learn, from scratch, and that's why he cooked. He got in, he cooked, and he that's how he cooked every day, and that's one thing he taught me is loyalty to his people.
Yeah.
And then his friend, his business associate, the people that help him start the company, or even the salesmen, they treat him good, and so he's very loyal to them.
Yeah, I heard a story about Mr. Lee that I think it was from one of the chefs who originally worked for him now owns some, right? And then also he would sponsor people. Is that right?
Yep.
How can you elaborate on the story a little bit? Like how?
Well, what's the deal is he had a few Mexican employees. Mm-hmm. They start out illegal, and so after they worked for a few years, 5, 6, 7, I can't remember, and they asked him, they have a program that you can sponsor certain people that he able to have a job at Jimmy's Egg, and he dependable, he not on welfare, and he can. So he sponsored about 3 or 4 his employees. He showed them that hey, they work here, they make a good living and great people and so on, and back then was the government, I guess, was a lot easier to have a program that's something like that, and they able to get their green cards, and they brought their family in, and a matter of fact, a lot of them still working for me to this day.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And but he was a great guy. I mean, great.
Yeah.